XRP is broken and you're going to get fucking rich. This is not clickbait. You need to watch this. I promise you, you're not going to regret this, and I am not bullshitting. So we are going to break this down. I don't even know where to start. I was going to be doing some videos explaining why XRP has the potential to hit 10,000. My plan was to do a series explaining these steps. And I was just a basic video talking about just the base burn rate. I wanted to do an updated video expanding on the load fee multiplier that is applied onto the base burn rate. So I was thinking about doing an advanced video. I was planning on recording it tonight, and I went to go check on some things between the load rates and the base rates, and I started paying attention to the live transactions that were happening with XRP. Something isn't adding up. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to explain it like we're 12. So let's imagine the XRP ledger is like a big toll road where cars, being the transactions, can drive through. The base fee is 10 drops. So just so we can understand what drops are, because not everybody's going to know, one XRP is 1,000,000 drops, going from the base of how much one XRP is, going to all the decimal points that the transaction in the XRP ledger can handle, going down to 1 drop, which is 1,000,000th of an XRP. 10 drops, the next decimal point. 100 drops, be the next decimal point. The base fee is 10 drops. That's the base fee per transaction. Now, this number is set in the software code. So the load fee is if there's a lot of cars on the road, like there's a lot of heavy traffic in the network, this load fee is the traffic booster might kick in and increase the toll a bit. So it's kind of like a multiplier, right? So this is called the load factor. It automatically goes up when the road is busy. There's a lot of transactions going down the road. So the final transaction fee will be the base fee times the load factor. Now, understanding the load factor is it takes that base fee of 10 drops, okay? And then it's like a multiplier. If it's really fast, the load factor will go to 2, which means you may pay 20 drops, which would be 0.00002 XRP, okay? Not a lot. And if you have like a load factor of 3, meaning there's like a lot of traffic, you may get 30 drops. Small amounts, right? This is supposed to be really like fractions of a sec, like of an XRP. So the burn rate is supposed to be there, like a lot of burn rate, like a burn rate when there's a lot of transactions, but something's not right. So I was looking at live transactions, and I don't know what to say. So look up here. These are the live transactions that are scrolling by. You're going to see them. They're going to populate. And if you look, you will see that you'll see the fees, and then it'll have the transaction count. Now, you see that the transaction count will be like 145 transactions right here, or 149, and then it'll have the fees underneath. Do you see how high these fees are? That right there, what I just highlighted, that's 0.7 XRP for 149 transactions. That's 1 XRP for 133 transactions. 0.7. These are really high. This is really high. Like, I don't know what is even happening here. If you look right here, 157 transactions, 2 whole XRP just got burned. This is not 0.00004 drops. This is way higher. If we take that one where it had 2 XRP was burned for like 160 transactions, this isn't 10 drops. This isn't 30 drops a transaction. This isn't even 40 drops a transaction. This is 13,125 drops are being burned per transaction. This is big, guys. Now, I am more than willing to admit that I am not the smartest person in the world. A lot of the stuff with XRP, I'm still learning as I go. So I'm hoping that somebody much smarter than me can explain what I'm looking at and how I'm wrong here. Because from where I'm sitting, the burn rate is way higher than I ever thought. Now, just to put this into perspective, I did a previous video where I said XRP can hit 10,000. It was my first video. And the calculations I used, like I said before, only included the base burn rate. And at the base burn rate, with the drops between, 10 to 100, I calculated that you could burn anywhere up to 10,000 XRP a day under the perfect circumstances. Let's say XRP got full adoption, right? And they were doing 1 billion transactions a day. That means they would burn 360 million a year. That's at base burn rate that I was calculating between 10 drops and 100 drops. So at 3,000 drops, that changes things. If we get XRP to a point to where it even has like any kind of mass adoption rate, where it's accepted in all the banks and it's doing lots of transactions, up to 500 million to 1 billion. Right now we're doing like 1.5 million and there's no adoption yet. It's not being used by any of the systems, but there's plans to. If it gets to that point to where it's massively adopted and it's doing like 1 billion transactions a day or up to 1 billion transactions a day, then that means even if we calculate it on the low end, where that one transaction was showing is 13,000 drops were burned, even if we calculate it on the low end, let's say 3,000 drops are burned. But you got to realize right now, it's burning 13,000 drops on a transaction, and we're only doing 1.2 million. If we're doing like 500 million, I don't even want to know what the burn rates are going to be at that point. It's probably going to be, it's very possible that it could be 10,000 all the time. But I'm only calculating at 3,000 now. So if we're doing 3,000 drops being burned in high volume, like 1 billion a day, that means easily 1 billion XRP will be burned every year. Guys, if XRP gets mass adoption and 1 billion gets burned in a year, 20 years, 20 billion is going to be gone from the supply. Somebody tell me I'm wrong here, because I don't think I am. I will gladly post a follow-up video once somebody can walk me through exactly why I'm wrong. I promise you I will. But thank you guys for watching the video. Please throw me a follow and check out my shop. I got a bunch of awesome crypto and XRP gear that is super cheap, I think. Like, it looks really good, and I've been like geeking out over it, and I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you like it, and if there's any issues with anything. I already removed one item because apparently one of the retailers had like a tricky thing on there where they were the delivery fee was really high and the item was really low, but the delivery fee was really high, so I removed it. So if there's any issues, let me know. And peace, love, and authenticity to all of you guys.